Okay, so what do you need to know about applying for uni?
Well, the easiest way is if you do Year 12.
And make sure you complete all the prerequisites that your course needs.
Some courses have other requirements, such as attending an interview or filling out a special form. Make sure you've done that.
And make sure you plan a pathway. That is a plan B, in case you don't get in straight away.
And most importantly, make sure you have an idea about the course you've applied for and that you're pretty sure you're going to like it.
The actual admissions process is organised by VTAC, the Victorian Tertiary Admissions Centre, or if you're applying to the New South Wales system, UAC. Their websites have heaps of information on them.
So that's what you need to pay attention to when you apply. But how are the places given out? Well, it goes a little like this.
First things first, the Australian Tertiary Admissions Ranking.
That's ATAR.
Thanks for that. Is exactly what its name says it is. It's a ranking. So your ATAR is not your score on the VCE, it's how you're positioned next to everyone else. It's simply a tool universities use to give out the places.
Your ATAR is actually a percentile ranking.
So, for instance, if you get an ATAR of 50, it means you're in the top 50% of all Year 12s. If you get an ATAR of 70, it means you're in the top 30%. And if you get an ATAR of 90, it means you're in the top 10%.
Okay, on to giving out places.
We'll use journalism as an example. Let's pretend there are only 10 places in the course, although there are actually heaps more. The person who makes selections works for the uni and is called a selection officer. She or he gets a list from VTAC of all the people who've applied for the course. Provided they've completed the prerequisites, they're ordered by ATAR. The selection officer then goes down the list until she's filled 80% of the places.
The ATAR of the last applicant to get a place is known as the clearly in. This means if you got that ATAR or above, you definitely have a place.
Of the places are still available. What happens next is the selection officer takes into consideration the middle band criteria for the course.
For example, Fred here had a dreadful bout of glandular during his exams. He put in a C's application, explaining how that stuffed things up for him, and the selection officer took this into consideration and re-ranked him.
And Sam did exceptionally well on his English and Humanities VCE subjects, much better than Marie here, who got a higher ATAR. Because performance in these subjects is criteria for middle band re-ranking, Sam is now ranked ahead of Marie.
After this re-ranking is completed, the final 20% of places are handed out.
Wait! Don't give up yet. This is where you need to think about your pathways.
Luckily, Marie had done some research. She put media as her second preference because she knows it has the same subjects as journalism in first year. She worked ultra hard, got great grades, and transferred straight into the second year of the journalism degree.
Neve put arts on her preference list so she could learn all about politics. She's thinking of becoming a political correspondent. After finishing that course, she decided completing the Graduate Diploma of Journalism would give her even more skills to take on Canberra.
Hugo is determined to get a journalism degree. He begins with a TAFE diploma and does so well he's accepted into the arts degree the next year. He gets credit for some of his study and by keeping up his grades, transfers from arts to media and before he knows it, into journalism.
Uni might not be the best choice for you right now.
I'm taking my mum's business global.
The Amazing Race! Kuala Lumpur by midnight. Gotta go.
You can think about uni later.
There's always a pathway!